I witnessed my husband cheating, but I didn't confront him right there. Instead, I went home and asked for a child. I thought it might save our marriage. But my husband got furious. He shoved me to the floor and called me controlling. That was it. I was done. I decided he'd pay. I started planning a murder scheme. I'd frame him for killing me. I maxed out his credit cards, made it look like he was in financial trouble. Then, while he wasn't paying attention, I made him sign a high-value life insurance policy for me. I secretly collected my pregnant neighbor's urine, created fake pregnancy medical records. Then, I cried to my female neighbor. I told her my husband was a controlling, violent man. Everything was set. On our 5th anniversary, I waited for him to leave. I quickly set up the crime scene. I drew a lot of blood from myself. I splattered some on the cabinets and spilled the rest all over the floor. I dragged my bloody handprints across the floor. Then I wiped it with tissue. To make it look like he was cleaning up, I took a hammer, covered it in blood, and burned it in the fireplace. I wanted it to seem like he destroyed the murder weapon. Then I placed a journal in the oven, a fake journal I'd worked on for a year. It covered our sweet beginnings, to making up stories about his abuse and my fear. I burned it just right to make it seem like he was destroying evidence. After all that, I flipped the couch and smashed the glass coffee table. Then I drove off in the second-hand car I had ready. When my husband came home and saw the scene, he froze. He quickly called the police. The detective found blood on the cabinets, and with UV light, they found more blood on the floor. Soon, they found an envelope in a drawer. That's right, I'd left it on purpose. It had a note for my husband, leading him to unravel the mystery. But he wasn't surprised. Every anniversary, we played this treasure hunt game. He quickly followed the clues to his office, and on the desk was my second letter. It pointed to a little brown house. My husband knew where that was, but this time he didn't tell the police. That night, he drove to the old house in secret and found the third letter. Before he could read it, the detective showed up. He quickly hid the letter. He claimed he was just there to clean. The detective knew he was lying, but without proof, couldn't say much. At that moment, my husband realized I was framing him. Even his sister started wondering if he killed me, because just yesterday, that stupid man smiled for the media. Everyone was confused by how he could smile after his wife went missing, and he had no explanation. The blood test results came back soon. They confirmed the blood was mine. My disappearance turned into a homicide case. My stupid husband, to keep up appearances, held a prayer meeting for me that night. He asked everyone to help find clues about my whereabouts and used the opportunity to clear his name. He said he would cooperate with the police, but would never hire a lawyer for himself. He wanted to prove his innocence. But just as everyone applauded his heartfelt speech, my female neighbor suddenly screamed from the crowd.